So it's probably best to begin with a summary sort of Juventus' season. Obviously, fourth place was secured in Serie A, and there's been a few departures though. Paratici, the director, has departed, but also it looks as though it appears increasingly likely that Andrea Pirlo is going to be leaving as well. And I suppose my thoughts around this were that he arrived with no prior experience of managing at any level, never mind the top level, and no coaching qualifications to speak of. Juventus obviously with that 8-9 year run of winning Serie A in a row, and then they dropped to fourth, albeit with a relatively decent points tally. It did appear as though there would be some sort of managerial change towards the end of the season from sort of an external viewpoint. Max Allegri, as good as back. Is it any surprise, Steve?
Uh, Probably not. I think the club weren't, I don't think they were completely disappointed with the way Pirlo went in charge in his single season. Two trophies, as you said, only 5 points less than Sarri won the title with last year. Obviously, Inter improved a lot and deservedly won the title. But I think with the way things are, with an opportunity now with Inter imploding to reconsolidate Juventus as champions of Italy again next year, when the opportunity presented itself to bring Allegri back to the club, I think that it just makes perfect sense. He's been there, done that with a lot of these players, and I think Agnelli really backs Allegri to take this team back to the top. And the departure of Paratici, I think signals kind of the end of the cycle. As weird as that sounds, with Allegri coming back, Paratici had taken over from Marotta and kind of gone towards a more ad hoc transfer strategy that I think in the last few years has led the club into some bad investments, into some high wage players that haven't delivered on the pitch. So yes, Paratici out, Allegri in with, I think, some promises of giving him a little bit of control over things on the transfer front. It's all happening at Juventus FC just a few days after the season finished.
Yeah, certainly, and I can sense a tinge of not enjoyment, but sort of relief in your voice, perhaps. I wouldn't say you've been a staunch defender of Pirlo, sort of in the manager's hot seat at Juve, but you've been one of the voices on the timeline who I think I've seen sort of being a bit more level-headed, sort of giving him the opportunity to make those mistakes in his first job in management. But what is the overriding feeling from your viewpoint of Allegri coming back, Pirlo leaving, Paratici leaving, and potentially the end of that cycle, as you say? Is this the get out of jail free card in what could have been a very difficult summer?
Yeah, so about 60 minutes into the final league games, when Milan and Napoli were both leading, and it looked like Juventus were destined for Europa League football next season, it painted a pretty sorry picture. But yeah, with Hellas Verona scoring that equaliser, Champions League football being secured, now Inter with Conte leaving and their financial issues, uh, Allegri coming back to Juve, it's all of a sudden things look a lot more rosy, and the possibility of a bounce back, immediate bounce back, is a real possibility after it looked like it might be a bit more of a slow burn. So yeah, as I said, Allegri's worked with a lot of these players before, got the best out of them, and again, you're going from a guy that's made Champions League finals, won 5 league titles. Uh, as I think Pirlo did a decent job, as maybe as well as you could expect from a first year coach, and lost the title to an Inter team with one of the best coaches in the world and a great squad. So um, I think that if you kind of put all those things together, I don't think the club is really under or overachieved. I think what happened is what is expected, but Agnelli is really looking to propel the club forward. Allegri is a big guy to bring into the club. And yeah, I'm expecting, hopefully, optimistically, some good things next season.